for the effort. So now that you guys are comfortable with our air quotes letters or symbols, we're going to graduate now to learning phrases so we can talk to each other around. I love it. Like we be at the job saying Shalom and Barakatah. I know people look like, what are they talking about? So we're going to start graduating to phrases. So today's going to be our first phrase we learn. And if I can get it up here, what did I name it? Okay, here we go. Okay. So let me do a screen share for those inside the virtual space. So this is not hard to figure out today. You guys are going to get this right away. It's just to teach you a greeting so we can speak to each other. And our culture. I just saw a TikTok from this brother. I shared on my Facebook page for those of you connected to my Facebook, and he was just confirming everything we've been saying here. Their language is deceiving, deceptive, and is pretty much demonic. Even though we're not lifting up demons. For punishment, we're speaking their language. But when you share this information, people want to label you, you a Muslim, or you sound like a conspiracy theory. Nah, just take the time to do the research. And the brother cited sources, and he's going over the word like understanding and a person. When they call you a person, and when a cop pull you over, he says, "Where's your residence?" All these things are legal terms and has power in their system. But us not knowing, we just gladly giving them information that's part of their system. So, and I shared it and I said culture over everything. So we try not to call him God and Lord anymore because we understand that's Canaanite's way of speaking. So our culture trumps everything. So those, if you got your papers or pads, take a few minutes to try to decode this phrase here. Those inside the virtual space, you guys can't hear us, can you? Little Miles Davis for y'all. Huh? Yes, no, that's my man right there. Oh, you guys want the pads? Oh, I'm playing with the settings. SELAH for that. And your pot working? Gotcha. Those all pretty like homecoming. AT&T having a homecoming or something. Oh, it must be just a game over there. So, family, what is this saying? I know. I know you guys know it. What is it saying? Yahweh Barakatah. What are we saying when we say Yahweh Barakatah? Yahweh bless you. So our culture, we wouldn't say words like you're welcome or thank you. We picked that up from the English. If you did something kind to me or you were about to leave, I would say Yahweh bless you. You know, Yahweh keep you. Yahweh shamar you. So this is just it could be a greeting or it could be a response. Yahweh Barakatah. Yahweh bless you. That makes sense?
That's the spirit. That's the spirit right there.
I said,
we were just talking about it before you came in. Y'all see that? Because she had said Ibar.
right,
The die, we were talking about well, that was more modern.
right,
Back then, we would just say either Kal Yadai or Khan or
right,
that's like what you're saying.
right. So our people have made up phrases to match their English. So Bar is what they came up with to say you're welcome. But like he's saying, like we don't. That's English. Like we don't agree. Hebrew like you're welcome. Like what we would say Yahweh bless you. Yahweh Barakatah. Does that make sense?
So I think part of the thing starts off with Barakatah, Yahweh. I remember on the reading of the Shofar from the child, Samoya starts there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that saying bless you, Yahweh, reading it that way?
So yeah, depending on how you position the words, this is saying because anybody speak Spanish in here? I don't see. You speak Spanish? You learn Spanish? I see. Well, Al he speaks it fluently, but when you learn Spanish, compared to English, Spanish put things backwards, but they don't. They're speaking like we right. To the English language, they're putting words backwards. So we pretty much the Spanish is Hebrew. The Moors taught them how to speak. Some of those Moors were Hebrew Moors. So we will put the subject first. You know how they taught us in their sentence. A sentence is made up of a subject, a predicate, and all that. That's garbage. So we will put the subject at the beginning, or think we may put the verb. So I put the verb first, even though we don't have verbs. And then the subject comes last. So our sentence structure don't match the English. So if I put this Yahweh Barakatah, I'm asking Yahweh to bless you. But if I say Barakatah Yahweh, we're saying Yahweh be blessed. That makes sense? It's the same words, you move the words around to make your sentences. That's why when you learn the core of our culture, it's easy to speak Hebrew. The paleo. That new stuff, the dots and all that stuff, that's just, it baffles me how they say those words. Yeah, I gotta get a new cable, y'all. I get a new cable. So that's the phrase, and just as you do everything, just start practicing with it. You know, it's people leaving Barakatah, Yahweh Barakatah. It's not that hard. Gotta find another cable. So, any comments or questions about that?
You see this in the book of Ruth. I'm trying to find it. If you see it in the book of Ruth, they were greeting one another. It said, "Blessed be Yahweh." And then,
So this is more just in context of our culture. We would just say, "You did something nice for me. You were leaving." We would say, "Yahweh bless you. Yahweh Barakatah. Yahweh Barakatah."
I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
How would you process the two gifts for like alpha to you?
I was working on that at the job, and I really couldn't. I couldn't get anything concrete. Why we would use those two glyphs? The I hate using their system. The I is like a personal pronoun for us. So when you see the I in front of a word, you're talking about yourself. So if you're telling me you keep the commandments, you would say the word command to keep is shamar. So you would say I shamar. If you're talking to me, you say I shamar. I keep Torah. So the I for us became a personal pronoun. So when you see I at the beginning of the word, if you recognize the root, you know that I is a prefix saying I. It's making it it can mean I or my. That I in front of a word. So again, once you become more familiar, you'll know when they're using these letters as prefixes or suffixes. So the basket, I was like, yeah, why would we use the basket referring to yourself? And I really couldn't get nothing concrete.
That's those things that I bring into you. When you go out into the field, you're gathering stuff.
Facts.
You use that basket.
The mic, please. Well, Chef, finish.
When you use that basket, when you go out into the field, you're gathering things, you're putting into your basket. That food that is your nourishment. So you're gathering food.
That makes sense.
Things into your basket. So the
Yeah.
bless my basket.
That makes sense. The I is the personal pronoun for you or I or my, and then the basket is within you, what's yours. That makes sense. See, that's why I love teaching the culture, because you guys can help. Like once someone teaches you how to do this, you don't need a teacher. Like we all on the same level. That's why I love this. Right?
I'm just going to read this precept that I was talking about. It's Ruth chapter 2, and I'm just going to read 1 through 4. It's real short. Ruth chapter 2, starting at verse 1. It says, "And Naomi had a kinsman of her husband, a mighty man of wealth, and of the family of Elimelech, and his name was Boaz. And Ruth, the Moabitess, said unto Naomi, Let me now go to the field and glean Boaz, who was of the kindred of Elimelech." Verse 4, here it is. "And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem by Abraham, the house of bread, and said unto the reapers, Yahweh be with you. And they answered him, Yahweh bless thee."
It's just the culture. It's just, that's a witness. That's a witness.